That story is not unique. We've heard several stories just like that one from Texans. Right. And, this is so common, unfortunately, now that a lot of the mainstream media doesn't care. They don't cover this story anymore.
Well, and it's tragic because it is an invasion, and by Biden's actions, he's actually complicit in helping the invasion. And keep in mind, too, John, that when you talk to, you hear from individual landowners who are reporting this massive flow across their property, the drug cartels know where the Border Patrol are. They know where they patrol, and they make sure that the people they want caught and shipped around the country at U.S. government expense, that they send them across the border at those places where they'll find Border Patrol. Most of these landowners, private landowners, are in places where the Border Patrol don't patrol so much.
Yeah.
And so keep in mind, these are people that the drug cartels do not want caught. And they come through, they cut fences, and that's exactly why landowners have been carrying pistols and rifles, because they fear for their lives.
They have no choice.
There's serious drugs coming across.
We see how these border policies disrespect our rights as U.S. citizens to have that special honor, being U.S. citizens. They want to dilute that.
Right.
They don't care about personal property rights. We see that from the ranchers as well. And we also know what kind of message this sends to the cartels. We're hearing of these growing reports of cartels shooting at Border Patrol personnel, threatening Americans. The border crisis, not only a danger to American livelihoods, but how long before we see another Border Patrol agent get gunned down by one of these cartels? What would the Biden administration do then? Anything? We have to ask, and we shouldn't be asking.
Right, and it's a great question, and I don't think you'll get a good answer because they don't care. They're more concerned about bringing people in that they think will someday, very soon, be Democrat voters. But I don't hear a lot about Delaware getting people, but we know that the one thing the Biden administration is doing well now, after the 15,000 plus Haitians, is getting them away from the border, getting them away from cameras that might pick them up. But we cannot find out what states they're going to, what towns they're going to. Towns and states ought to be notified. They ought to have a chance to object.
That's what folks in those communities say when they see these folks show up there, and they're very obvious. It's easy to point them out. If anyone's flown on a plane domestically recently, they're being transferred all over the country on commercial airline travel. They got brand new clothes, new duffel bags. Something is not right. You can pick them out of the crowd pretty easily. The other thing we're hearing too is the Biden administration is preparing to reinstate Trump's Remain in Mexico policy, but they're waiting until next month. I mean, they've already admitted that this was a good policy, a policy that helped prevent illegal immigration, but why are they waiting a whole other extra month to implement it again?
Well, apparently they don't have quite as many Democrat voters coming in illegally yet as they want. But I'm telling you, when we have never had a Congress that approved more than 1 million, just over 1 million legal visas. No country comes close to that. And here you've got the Biden administration that is illegally, against the law. He's bringing in 2 million people in 1 year. It is incredible that he is getting away with this so far. It should be a basis for removing him or whomever is calling the shots.
Again, I just, because it doesn't get the same coverage that we provide to this story, I don't think most Americans really have an idea of what's going on down there. I mean, I think they actually do, but the ones watching mainstream media don't. And that's why nothing's being done about this. They would be more concerned, I think, if more folks were paying attention. Now, I also wanted to talk to you about General Colin Powell, Secretary of State Colin Powell as well. The country lost a great man, didn't we, sir?
Yeah, we did. He was a great military man. There's some question after that, but there is no question. He was a great military leader, and his policy of winning with overwhelming support was a great one. It was a great change. And I've wondered, though, John, he seems to have turned against Republicans after he left the Bush administration. And George W. Bush He's one of the most likable people you can be around. But he took the position that I'm not going to defend myself. They're still debating George Washington, whether he was a good or not good president. So I'm not going to defend myself. And there's consequences for not defending your actions. You hurt those who defended your actions. And I wondered if that might have been at the base of Colin Powell kind of turning against Republicans after that.
Yes,
I
he
don't
did,
know, but I've wondered about that.
He did endorse Barack Obama during the 2008 presidential campaign.
Right. And 12.
And 2012 as well. You know, it is a good reminder, too, you know, at least at this period when we are looking back on Colin Powell's life, to separate his military resume from his political one, because once you start to get into the political one, things get a little more murky, don't they? But there'll be time for that.
Yes, they do.
And you know, second guessing as well, of course, his relationship with the Bush administration and what led to that devastating decision to invade Iraq. But we'll leave that for another day. Yeah. Great to see you, Congressman.
But we lost a great man.
We did.
Thank you so much.
We do not question his commitment to this country in the least.
That's right.
We'll save the rest, though, for another day. Congressman Gohmert, we appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you.